Hello, welcome back to Asanas and Wellness. If this is your first time here, my name is Latoya, and today I'm going to take you through a slow half the flow. And as far as props, you're only going to need one block towards the end of our practice. Or you can use something that resembles a block that's sturdy and that can hold your body weight, okay? Also, I want to invite you to practice live with me. If you go to my website, asanasandwellness.com, and go to the virtual studio, you'll be able to book live classes. Right now, for this month of September, I'm hosting some yin and restorative classes. All right, so I hope to see you there. Let's get started. All right, so today we're going to start near the top of our mat, and we're going to start in a dangling pose. So just go ahead and go into a forward fold, bending from your hips. Your feet about hip width apart, and just go ahead and grab your elbows, let your head hang, and just dangle. Maybe make some small side-to-side movements, just so you can just feel your spine decompress. Balancing on the balls of your feet. And you do have the option to keep a slight bend in your knees, okay? Go ahead and bring your hands down to the mat and walk them over towards the left side, maybe grabbing onto your outer ankle. And release and return to center, and just go ahead and walk over to the right side. Ankle or shin is fine. And returning to center, we're going to inhale, and we're going to root to rise up to our chair pose. Bringing your hands to your heart center, making sure that your knees are aligned over your ankles. And on an inhale, we're going to come up on our toes, okay? So come up. And try to make sure that your heels don't fall outwards. Keep those heels nice and even, like you're trying to bring them towards each other. Don't let them fall out. Inhale, bring your right heel down, stepping back into our high lunge. Raise your right arm, place your left hand on your right knee or thigh, and slowly begin to twist towards the right. Returning to center. Inhale, we're going to open up to warrior two. Aligning your heel with the arch of your left foot. Pulling that right knee back, relaxing your shoulders. Just breathe and just feel your breath moving through your body. Inhale, reverse triangle pose. So straighten the right leg. Put your left hand on the back of your thigh. Bring your right arm up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, bending into that right knee. Bring your right forearm to your thigh. Send your left arm up and over, turning so that your pinky is facing down towards the mat, creating a diagonal line with your body, rolling that shoulder open. Revolved runner's lunge. Just going to come down, place your left hand down to the mat. Send your right arm back for a twist. Okay, bringing your hand down for a low lunge. Bring the knee down to the mat. Option to use some padding under your knee if you need to. And lean forward. Straighten your spine and just lean forward into your low lunge. Option to put your hands on your waist or even up in the air. And exhale, back, half split, straightening that right leg. Option to keep a bend in your knee. So keep pulling that right hip back. From half split, let's move to a half warrior three. So begin to bend your knee and push yourself up, extending your arms in the air, and go ahead and tilt forward, keeping that foot flexed. Just bringing your body into a diagonal line. Option to go into a full warrior three if you like. All right, bringing your foot down, back to the front of the mat. Hands at heart center, back into our chair pose. Before we do that sequence on the right side, let's come on back up to our tippy toes. Inhale up. Drawing your ankles in towards one another. Exhale, bring your left heel down, stepping your right foot back for a high lunge. Place your right hand on your left knee or thigh, raising your left arm. Nice and tall. And on the exhale, begin to go ahead and twist towards the left. All right, returning to center. Inhale, warrior two. Making sure that front knee is stacked right over the ankle. Gazing over your fingertips. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten that left leg. Right hand down your right thigh. Left hand up and back. Inhale, coming up and down to our extended side angle. pressing down through the outer edge of your right foot. Now a revolved runner's lunge, pivoting your foot forward, bringing your right hand down to the mat, left hand reaches up and send your gaze up. All right, and then come down to your low lunge. Remember to straighten your spine, nice and tall, before you sink into your lunge. And straighten up that leg for your half split, fingertips to the mat. Now let's move into our half warrior three pose, or full warrior three, if that's what you chose, on the left side. So pushing yourself up. Go ahead and extend your arms above. And slowly, carefully begin to tilt so your body comes into a diagonal. Right, and bring your foot to the mat and inhale, arms up. Exhale down into our forward fold. Okay, plant your hands to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Option to keep a slight bend in your knees here, or even to pedal out your feet. Arms straight, hips up and back. And slowly bring your knees down to the mat for child's pose. Toes touching, your choice as far as how far apart you want your knees to be. Hips coming back down towards your ankle, arms extended. You let your forehead just melt down into the mat. All right, so begin to come up, and let's come to our backs. Now is a good time to grab your block. Make sure your block is nearby because we would need it in just a moment. So let's start with a half baby pose by bringing your left foot up. You can be right knee bended with your foot flat on the mat, but you do have the option to keep your foot extended straight out, okay? Your choice. So let's just either grab the outside of your foot, of the ball of your foot, or you might be better to just take 2 fingers and just hold on to your toe. But go ahead and bring your foot and kind of press it down towards the mat. So you're pressing your knee down towards the mat. Okay, now slowly release and extend your foot up in the air. Grab either your knee or your shins and just pull your leg in towards you, flexing your foot. All right, go ahead and bring that foot to the mat. Now on the right side, let's go once again to our happy baby. And release your foot. Grab your knee or shin and pull your knee in towards your nose, flexing your foot. And release. All right, so let's grab our block. Now we're going to take our spinal twist. Go ahead and shift your hips over to the right. Extend your left foot and keep your right knee bent. With your block, I'm going to go ahead and twist, sending that knee over to the left, and have your block here to catch your knee if you're not able to get down to the floor comfortably. And you can use your block on whatever height is best for you. If a lower height is better, however is comfortable for you. Keeping that right shoulder to the mat. Let's just do a cactus arms, if that feels good for you. Right, and slowly return to center. Recenter your hips and then send them over an inch or two to the left. Extend your right knee, your right leg, and go ahead and send your left knee over towards the right. Returning to center. Let's take our block and place it between your knees. Put your feet hip distance apart. So put your block so that it's the long way. And pressing up for our bridge pose. Relaxing your shoulders. Your hands facing up. Lift your hips up a little higher. Your chest and your chin feel like they're almost touching. And slowly release down to the floor. Okay, go ahead and move that block. Now let's go ahead and go into Savasana or corpse pose. Extending your feet, letting your feet just kind of flop open. Your arms out to the side, with your palms facing up. Shoulder blades tucked under. Really just focusing on your breath here. Focus on your breath and what's going on in your body. What feels different? Feel free to pause the video here and stay in Savasana for as long as you need to. And when you're ready, go ahead and start making some small movements like wiggling your fingers and your toes, moving your head side to side. And let's take a big stretch. Send your arms above your head and stretch. Then slowly roll over onto your side. So taking your time here and pushing up to Sukhasana or easy pose. Cross your legs the opposite way that you normally would. Okay, let's do that. All right, grounding in your sit bones. Bring your hands to your heart center and close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just take one cleansing breath in through the nose and out of the mouth. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Namaste.